And we are live. Hi, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Jeff Fam. And I am so excited about this week. I can't tell you guys. I am just checking in quickly to see who's here with us. So if you're here, say hi, swipe in. We are talking to Coach Jade and her fam. Well, we're talking to Coach Jade and her brother this evening. So I'm super excited. So, y'all guys, if you're joining us, come on in, say hi, swipe in, and let us know if you're here. We're very excited. So, we're sharing some ideas of how to keep family traditions alive in a healthy way. So, come on in, say hi, let us know if you're here. I think we're going to be over on Jeff Life. So swipe in and let us know so we can say hi to you. Hi, guys. Welcome. All right, everyone, come on in, say hi, and let us know where you are watching. Let me just check quickly. Awesome. Okay, I think I've got the right place. Let me just see. I'm always terrible when it comes to the comments. Okay, let's see. Who's here? Say hi. Awesome, guys. Welcome. All right. Okay, so hi, guys, and we are doing Jeff Fam. And tonight we are talking to Coach Jade and her brother Seth. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about family traditions and how to keep them alive in a healthy way. So I think let's just go right ahead and bring them in. So let's say hi. Are you guys there? There you are. Hey.
Hi, guys.
It's that awkward minute where I'm like talking to myself and I know you guys are watching.
Yes, we can see you. How's it going?
It's going so well. I'm so excited to have you guys. So, guys, this is our lovely Coach Jade, as you know. And then, Jade, do you want to introduce who's with you?
Yes, this is my baby. He hates it. He loves it secretly. His name is Seth, and he is the baby, although not so much a baby anymore, but he's the baby because when my folks had Seth, I was already 16 years old. What? So, yeah, back in those days, gosh, I make it sound so far away, but it really was. Back then it wasn't so normal, use that word loosely, normal to see women in their early 40s walking around with a big pregnant belly. So my mom was definitely a trendsetter. Our mom was a trendsetter.
Yeah, totally. Hey, that's amazing, guys. Awesome. We've got Taryn here with us. We've got
Hi,
Charnay here with
Taryn.
us. Hi, guys. Awesome. So, yeah. So, Jade, I wanted to spend some time tonight to get to know you, to get to know your family, and then for us to talk a little bit. Yes, exactly. Because I feel like people get to know you through your your expressive ways of working out. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think that's that's fairly accurate.
Okay, cool. So people know you through that, but I thought it would be such a great way to get to know you a little bit more this evening. And yeah, just for us to spend some time to talk about family traditions and how we keep those alive. So tell me a little bit about your family and who you guys are, and yeah, where does Seth fit into the picture? Because there's more to the family story. So yeah, let me know.
Yes. So for those of you, first I have to say, for those of you, hi Gabby. See Gabby saying hi, guys. For those of you who watch the live workouts when I'm either instructing or I'm doing the workouts, I often mention my husband, Gary. Guys, he is real. Like, I don't want you to think I've made this person up.
I don't think it. I'm sorry, I don't believe you because I've not seen Gary.
So guys, he's real.
Hibernating.
Yeah. What?
He's hibernating in the closet. He's waiting.
I don't know if you heard that, but he said he's hibernating in the closet waiting. No. Okay, so he had a work function on this evening. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if it was strategically planned.
I think it was.
Seth says that he thinks it was, yeah. But no, so our family is crazy, as you can tell. But we are sort of, in terms of when we grew up and stuff, it was mom, dad, and then just me and our middle brother, Stacy. So me and Stacy grew up 3 years apart. Pretty much grew up together in terms of like a normal four-person family childhood upbringing life. And then, as I mentioned, driving on the way to school, my mom dropped on us on the way to school that she's going to have a baby. So yeah, that was interesting to say the least. And then Seth came along. Yeah, as I said, I was 16, Stacey was 13. So yeah. And then now where we're sitting, fast forward, sure, 18 years. I'm now married. We've been married for 2 years, Gary and I. And Seth is, as he mentioned, well, I shouldn't have mentioned, he's 18. So turning 19 this year. And in the last 2 years, it's been pretty rough for us. We lost our mom 2 years ago. So I've sort of stepped in a little bit, give my dad a bit of some help every now and then. My dad and my stepmom, they're amazing. But I've stepped in a little bit to help support with safety because, I think he was, he's also grown up. Our parents got divorced when he was quite young. So he's always been used to having like a dual household, and having that kind of environment where he hops between both. And that's pretty much all he's ever really known. So Gary and I now provide that second home, that second safe space for him environment. Yeah.
Awesome.
Question.
No, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I think that's why I wanted you to share because we have this segment Jeff Fam, and we have so many different family units, and we need to show I did a Jeff Ed the other day with Duan on matriarch moms, and I totally thought of you because even though you don't have your own biological children yet, Seth has become part of the family unit in a way where even though he's your brother, you're playing a matriarch role in his life. And so, yes, I thought it'd be so cool to get you guys on to both honor you as that matriarch figure, but at the same time also to honor your mom. And that's why we're talking about family traditions tonight, so that we can talk about ways that your mom played a role in your life, in your lives, both of you, and how you guys are keeping some of those traditions alive, and how we can take our family traditions and keep them alive in the context of Jeff in a healthy way as well. So yeah, so guys, so with that in mind, it's that time of the year where it's lots of Easter eggs and lots of things going around. So people are celebrating Easter, Passover. Tell me a little bit about what you guys grew up with. And obviously, Jade, you grew up before Seth did. And so there were some traditions then. And then, Seth, what are some traditions that you had? And then how are you guys bringing that forward?
Before he goes into the tradition, Seth likes to also, when you said now, Jade grew up before Seth also likes to claim that was obviously BC because I'm so old. It was during prehistoric times.
Listen, we are a family of Lot Lamekis as well. So I have a brother that was born when I was 18. So I totally get that. They treat me like I'm ancient.
Over to you.
So the traditions that I grew up with, so it was very different from if I was to stay at my mom's house for Easter, or if I was to stay at my dad's house for Easter. So if I was to stay at my mom, she would spend like a week or so, just making homemade pickled fish, and that's basically what she did. That was her thing to do for Easter.
Literally.
That's what she wanted to do for Easter, and then. We wouldn't really do like an Easter egg hunt with my mom, but she would always give. I don't know about if she gave you guys, but I know that gave me some
Lot Lamekis, man, they always get spoiled.
Yeah. And then at my dad's house, it was quite different. I don't remember pickled fish being quite a big thing at my dad's house, but I know that it was around, but it wasn't as big of a thing if I was at my mom's house. But my dad's tradition would be definitely the Easter egg hunts because we have a little sister. So
yes, there's more of us.
Yeah. And so when I was growing up with my dad, my little sister was a baby, so they would have to do the Easter egg hunt for her, and that kind of just became what it is.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
I don't know if I've answered that question correctly.
No, that's perfect. That's exactly right. Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people.
Sorry, Tash, go.
No, I was gonna say, I think a lot of us, my family. So I also grew up my mom and dad got divorced when I was 2, so I also had like broken families and some traditions at the one family, some traditions at the other family. And yeah, like I had a step family and I had a half brother and sister, and it was like so many different traditions. And I think now in the family unit that I have, I'm trying to bring the best part into it because my husband has his traditions, you know, because he grew up in the States, and a very like traditional Christian family where they had Easter. It's always funny to talk about Easter egg hunts when it's a Christian family, but it's like they totally had, you know, like the whole parking lot was covered with those plastic eggs, and then it had like little like jelly beans or whatever in, and the
Wow.
kids would go bust to go and find those. So we're trying to bring some of those traditions in our family unit, and it's exactly right. Like you take the bit from mom, the bit from dad, and you know from the auntie and uncle
Absolutely.
and granny, and bring it together and bring it into to today. So yeah, and I
Absolutely.
totally get it. You totally speak my language, guys.
No, I have to say, just earlier when Seth mentioned that our mom would spend like a week cooking pickled fish, guys, not joking. It's not, honestly. And you must remember now, picture this, right? You've got this tiny little woman who literally could fit under my shoulder. She was so small and so petite, making enough pickled fish for like a family of 15.
Yeah.
And every
And she
year,
would eat it for like the next month.
she
It's not
would.
even in a joke. It's serious. Like it's a real thing.
No, seriously, it's so true. She literally would spend like a week preparing the fish, literally making pickled fish from scratch. So not going to Woolies and buying it in a tub for 2, you know, which I know so many people do. Literally making pickled fish from scratch for days building up to Good Friday. And then literally then as I said, like spending like the next month trying to like get through this ginormous batch of pickled fish.
Like she would fill like those bread containers.
Yes,
Those
you would
plastic bread
she put them
containers.
in bread containers, like
Big bread containers.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, guys,
oh
and tell
gosh.
me a little bit more about your mom, because I know, Jade, you shared a few things with me about your mom, and she just seems like the most inspiring little firecracker of a woman.
That's probably That's the
You
real
go
thing.
for it. I've spoken at length now. You take over here, sir.
Where do I begin? Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, she was just a fiery. Like you could never go to her house and expect the same thing to happen. Like it was always different. Like always, there was always something that would happen that was like different to the day before or different to the next day that was going to come up. Like you could never.
Mm.
You could always expect something different from her. But yeah, I don't. It's kind of hard because I haven't really thought about how to describe my mom in that way. Like I don't. It doesn't really come to me. It's like kind of a weird question for me. I don't really know
That's okay.
how
Mm.
to. Yeah,
It's okay.
I don't
It's,
know
you've been put on the spot here.
Yeah, literally.
But no, she loved fiercely, and yeah, when she was hectic, hey, like,
Protective.
very protective over us. Wow. You know how like in the wild, I know everyone at Jeff instructors, a lot of instructors have animal nicknames. You know, we've got the rhino, the giraffe.
Yeah.
Like our mom was like
All
a
of those combined.
all of those combined.
The tiny giraffe.
Yeah, basically, she was hectic. So big heart. So like would just she and also what I loved about her as well is like she didn't care if you were like the homeless person on the street or like the king of England.
Yeah.
She would treat you the same.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. No, she was awesome. She was hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Had the best sense of humor. Hated to be in the limelight. So you can see that's genetic. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
Okay, well, we've got a couple of people saying hi, so let's just check in quickly. Hi, Cindine. So nice to see you.
Cindy.
And we've got Kelly is there. And then we've got Belle. Hey, Belle. We've got
Kat,
Beverly. Yes.
Kelly, I'm going to embarrass you a little bit and say as well. Kelly is Seth's girlfriend, so she found us.
Oh, that's funny. Well done, Kelly. She was trying to find us beforehand, so well done. And then Beverly is there, and we've got that's okay, Cindy. And then we've got Iva is there with us. Hi,
Hi
Auntie
guys.
Iva. And then we've got let's see who else is there. Caitlin is there. Hey, Caitlin. And then yeah, guys, if you have any questions, and Lachey is there. So if you have any questions for Jade, pop them in the for Jade or Seth. Pop them pop them in the comments. I have a question for Seth.
Yes.
Seth, what is
Go
it
for
like
it.
living with Jade?
It's very hectic. It's like constant boot camp. It's like living in the army. Always getting shouted at for no reason. um,
What? Where did I show you?
whenever I move or breathe, but not in a bad way. It's kind of like comes from a loving point of view.
At least you can see that.
Yeah, but like sometimes it's just like really annoying. But she does really care, and she does do it out of a place of love. So I do see that, but it's a bit hectic. But yeah, I mean it's it's always very chilled at Jade's house.
Despite the boot camp.
Yeah, despite the boot camp on my off days, it's pretty.
On your
It's,
rest days.
I mean, yeah, on my rest days exactly. Yeah, but like it's yeah, Jade doesn't let me sleep in because so her office is right next to my room, and between her office and my room, there's no walls. It's just a hollow cupboard.
Yeah.
So I can hear when at 8 in the morning when she's
You can
screaming.
hear our meetings.
Yeah, when she's playing like "We Will Rock You" in the morning, at like 8 in the morning for no reason.
She's getting
I have to
psyched up
wake
for the
up.
day, Seth.
Yeah, it's like so unnecessary. But yeah, it's living at my dad's and living here is two. It's like very different ways of living. Like very different. There's different rules. There's different morals. So like it's very nice to have like a change up, and I really do like staying with Jade and with Gary.
How do you like
Yeah.
staying at dad's?
Yeah, okay. Let's obviously.
Let's give our dad some credit.
Yeah.
He's pretty much an absolute rock star.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope he's watching as well. I love you, Dad.
Yeah.
Jade's worried about what Dad's gonna say.
Yeah, no, we can't really know.
Yeah.
No, but I think what Seth also means is that, like, jokes aside, I mean, to be fair, it really is just Gary and I, and then the random stray cat that seems to have inserted itself into our lives. But so I think the key difference really is that this house is just a little bit quieter. So, you know, my dad's house, being a blended family, there are a few more kids. So, yeah, it's just a bit more of a chill vibe.
Yeah.
It's just more energized at the Liddell pad.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome,
Yeah.
guys. All right, so let's see. When you're tired in the morning, Jade doesn't have a quiet voice, I'm afraid, says Kitty. But you're the absolute best, she includes.
Yeah, but listen, let's just put something to straight here. Let's get the record straight now. I mean, 8 o'clock is not exactly early.
I mean,
Not in Jeff. Not in Jeff. No,
Not
Seth.
in
Come on,
Jade.
man.
Jade.
By that time, most of the people that are watching have finished like a whole bunch of workouts already at that point.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so guys, one of the things that we wanted to chat about tonight is just some of the family traditions. So we talked about the pickled fish, and we talked about Easter egg hunts, and some of the other things. I think a lot of other families this time of the year would do hot cross buns, or they would do like a big Easter meal with like a gammon or whatever. So many different traditions. So I think for our community, especially, it's a time when they might feel like a little bit like they don't know what to do or how to tackle that. So Jade, in your coach wisdom, what are some tips that we can give to clients and people watching in that season?
I hope you agree with me. If you don't, you just say,
Yeah.
If he doesn't, we're going to sign him up with a coach.
Yes, I like where your head's at. Yes, Tashi. Okay, so, this is that And then it just comes down to balance at the end of the day, which I think rings true in everything that Jeff stands for. Sustainability, something that's realistic and balanced. Yes, we want to be healthy. We want to prioritize our health, of course. And we're seeing it more now than ever. People are investing in their health. It's what makes this community so incredible. It's a bringing together of complete strangers not too long ago. Now we're all family, but the bringing together of people from all walks of life who have a shared common goal, and their goal is to live better, live healthier, and ultimately hopefully live longer as well. So, that being said, it's super, super important to, whilst you're trying to be healthy and exercise regularly, get enough sleep, focus on recovery, stretching, exercise, nutrition, etc., etc., etc. Balance is so important. I think that can be said when it comes to the holiday period. So, guys, whether you're celebrating Passover, Easter, Ramadan, whatever the upcoming holiday and celebration within whichever religion you believe in or follow, I think it's important to be kind to yourself and not
go overboard.
Yeah, not go. No, like I don't know if you can hear him, but he said not go overboard. So don't be so hard on yourself and punish yourself so much so that you don't have that hot cross bun. I mean, speaking of hot cross buns, but I think for us, I think it's just about being balanced. And if you're gonna have a hot cross bun, have that hot cross bun with intention. So be present in that moment. Be conscious of the decisions you're making. Have the hot cross bun,
and enjoy it.
I can't speak. Enjoy it and let it be done. It doesn't have to be this whole thing that now you're obsessing over, you're jumping on, checking the calories and oh god, I mean that's not fun. For me, that's not healthy. As I said just now, that's not fun either.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's also not sustainable because like life comes with these celebrations, so we need to be able to do it and enjoy it.
Absolutely. And as Seth said now, you need to enjoy these moments because it is special. Because
making memories, like developing
yes,
yourself.
absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely, it's exactly right, 100% right. Holiday periods, or whatever your holiday is that you subscribe to, it's about family. It's about spending time with your loved ones and the people that are most important to you. So, do you want to remember that as a time as, oh yes, I had a boiled chicken breast and some steamed broccoli, or do you want to remember that as a time? Or do you want to remember that as a time where you share beautiful moments with your family and you have a hot cross bun?
I regret it. It must be.
Yeah,
absolutely.
7, because I mean that's the other end of the extreme. So yeah,
absolutely, I agree with you. And I think before the Christmas holidays, or before the holidays back in December, Tony and I did a Jeff Ed on making choices. And guys, it's all about, like Jade said, owning it. Like, make the decision, choose what you're going to do and enjoy it and make the memories together. And it's not about the food. The memories are not about the food. It's about the people that you get to spend it with. So make your choices, own it, and just, don't go down that spiral of feeling like, oh my goodness, I've undone this and now I'm just going to give up and going into a downward spiral. Give yourself some other options. I say roast to boiled chicken because that sounds absolutely unappetizing to me. But
that's not how we
if you
eat
want,
here, just by the way.
no, it's not how we eat either. We eat with, we eat in proportions and with good choices. Good. That sounds like Adrian would. Yes, there we go. That's what I meant to say. Nutritious and flavor. Like, I cannot.
Sauce.
Oh gosh, yeah, exactly. You were worried about other things, Jade, and then he said that. So that's about balance. It's about giving yourself alternatives as well, making sure that you don't feel like you have to eat absolutely everything either. Like, choose the things that you want to enjoy and make the most of it. And and have the chocolate, have the hot cross bun, and make sure that you enjoy it. But it's also making sure that you don't keep supplies in the house that's going to be a temptation for you for a long time either. So actually on Monday, if I'm not mistaken, I think Adrian and I are doing a like an alternative to Easter eggs. So like an Easter egg
That's
hunt
awesome.
alternatives. So yeah, so just some ideas of how you can do Easter egg hunts with your kids and with the with the grown-up kids too. But with some alternative
Are you excited?
ideas. And so,
No. I'm joking, yeah.
He says no.
that's awesome. So yeah, so we want to give opportunities for people to learn and make choices, but ultimately enjoy life. Like that's not. We don't want you to feel like you have to limit yourself and not feel like you can enjoy the happy moments. So yeah, so guys, never mind Easter eggs, Lachey said. Um, yeah, Lachey says the fish and the hot cross buns gets her every year. We know it. We know it. Yeah. So Jade, tell us a little bit about what it's like when you and Gary are trying to create traditions in your family unit with Seth, and then you guys don't have kids yet, but some of the things that you're going to want to try and to take into the future, like what are some things that you have learned and that Gary has learned that you wanted to take forward?
So I think a lot of people will agree if both adults or parents in many people's cases, if both of you are working, or at least whatever that may be, you might be a full-time stay-at-home parent. That's probably the hardest job on earth. Or you're going out, to work or whatever, or working from home or whatever your situation. If both adults in the home are working, you don't have as much opportunity to spend time together with one another and with the other people in the house. So I mean, Seth begrudgingly so will I'll call and say he loves this. So I'll be cooking and I'll say, come and talk to me while I'm cooking. And then he's like, he just, he's like, why? I'm tired. just, and I was like, so, I mean, jokes aside, so what Gary and I really feel very strongly about, going forward is, having dinners together. So sitting down for a meal and having that time, it's actually something that we didn't do much of growing up. So long before Seth was around, we didn't really have sit down meals together unless it was a special occasion. And I think that's really, really important. And it's something I've said to Gary many times, when we have kids. So yeah, that's definitely something I want us to actually start doing more of. We're inconsistent with it, I would say. I mean, if you did that, would you join us?
When? If you have children?
No, man, like now. Like, we're going to start doing it more.
Okay. Are you going to do it? Okay.
Okay, cool. So,
you heard it here, folks.
yeah. All these people are your witnesses now.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
For me is really important because you kind of live past one another and until the weekend. And I think it's super, super important as a family unit, especially when kids are involved. Then it just adds a whole nother dynamic. So I think that for me is crucial. Having that special family time, connecting, asking how was your day, and really taking an interest in one another's lives. I mean, he probably thinks it's like a Spanish Inquisition. I ask him, how was your day? How are your lectures? Because he started university now. What did you do?
But it's not asked once, it's asked about 15 times in a day. It's not even a lie.
The insights.
Yeah. My phone is constant. That's why I don't have to answer ever.
Why?
Because you just buzz my phone up all the time.
No, I'm quite hectic, guys. As far as siblings or pseudo parents go, I mean, Seth, tell them about the whole let me know when you're safe thing.
Yeah, so every time I go out, which is understandable, just in case, because I have my own car. So if I'm driving by myself and something has to happen, if I don't touch wood, if something has to happen, then at least Jade, then I can message Jade or whatever. So I'm like letting her know when I'm safe and stuff. And sometimes I forget. And then she like freaks out and she phones like everyone and their grandma to find out where I am.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's bizarre. It's just bizarre. Like if I don't reply, then she just sends like a meme emoji that's like this. That's like this the whole time. There's like 5 of those until I reply. And it's just like,
Oh, I work with your sister every day. I totally get it. But you know what? One of the strengths with her is that I always know where I stand with her because she tells me. And that's what we love about her. So yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys. I see the chat just asked Coach Jade and Tash, what are your traditions over Easter?
Okay, so for us, yeah, we probably will do a like Easter service. We'll go to an Easter service on Sunday, and then we will do like an Easter egg hunt. And what I normally do, and that's what I'll share on Monday, is to do what, yeah, like I try not to do too many chocolate eggs because they end up in the house and then mom ends up eating them. But and like especially I have like I totally love Lindt chocolate, and so having a Lindt chocolate bunny in the house, I'm always like, oh no, man, please. Because my mom will bring 10 guys. Like it's not just one or two. It's like she'll hold a whole bunch of bunnies that angeteel. So yeah, so we do that, and yeah, and then I'd say we probably spend more time as a family together, like the extended family. And I think that's like just an opportunity to make sure that we get like a meal together where we can hang out and spend time together. But we don't have that many Easter traditions yet. But I wanted to touch on what you were saying about the sitting around the table thing and how important that is, because I think it's so funny, because it's funny that you brought that up, because the first Jeff fam that we did, Sarah interviewed our family,
Yes.
and we talked about sitting around the dinner table. And it's so true. Like we actually, in our Western way of doing things, like we've lost that tradition. And it's something so basic. It's not that hard to do, but I think because it's so hard to coordinate schedules and to actually like make sure that we touch base together, people miss that. And so yeah, so I like highly, like Jade, recommend for people to, even if you just once a week, make it family night. No one misses out. Like no plans, it's family night, we're sitting together, and no devices. Like the devices stay away from the table so that everyone could be present. And yeah, like I find for us, like if we can do like 3 nights out of the week, it's a massive win, because then we can just check in with the kids and see how they're doing, eyeball them, because you miss out on those things when, because you're talking about grown-ups that are working, but when kids have sport activities too, like you just don't see them, they're like all over the show. So yeah, so it's so important. So yeah, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up because we've gone over time. Look at that. I told you we wouldn't have a shortage of things to talk about. So yeah. All right, guys. Yes, man. Yeah, no, it was Seth, it was so nice to meet you. And even though it's not in
Thank you so
person
much.
yet, because I feel like I know you. Your sister talks such, so like highly of you and so much love for you. And then I also sometimes hears the voice messages that she's leaving for you. Jade, there's this thing called Life 360. That's an app that you can track where your loved ones are, just so you know. Seth's gonna be like, why did you tell her about that?
Yeah, I erased it. Since my phone's not compatible.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I tell you, because my sister, my baby sister as well, she would not tell us where she was. And we said, like, listen, we just want to know where you are. So we downloaded that app and we added her. So now we know. We don't have to call her the whole time and say, like, where are you? We can track her.
Hey.
I put a track on my car.
Oh, sorry, Seth. I apologize. Okay,
She'll
guys.
forget about it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
you
you
so much.
Jadles. I'll see you in the morning, Jadles. Bye, Seth.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Thank you.